Hey there, my name is Alizey and I'm an artist. You can check my channel for videos of me making art. I'm also a fashion blogger. I've been posting a lot of my looks on Tumblr, and a lot of them include these handmade shawls that I've been doing. Some people have asked how to make them, so I decided to make this tutorial video. I'm really into like the Mori, dark Mori and strega styles. They're all kind of witchy and elvy looking. I really like it. There's a lot of layering and texture, and I find that really interesting. So I'm going to show you how to make one of these. This is the second one I made. It's actually like a color blend yarn, so the yarn was different colors all the way through, and that made this really cool pattern when I knitted it. And this was a worsted weight. I would actually recommend for your first one using a thicker yarn like this. It's a lot easier and more comfortable. This gets kind of rough on your hands after a while, but it looks really cool. So I would try it, but maybe for your second one. Here's another one I made. This is the first one I made. And this one is actually really uneven because I kind of had no idea what I was doing. But the cool thing about this is that if you're wearing this style, it doesn't really matter if it's super perfect. And actually, I made this because there was a shawl that looked just like this, and I'll post a picture of it in the video. I found it on Polyboard. It was a Wendy Nichols designer shawl. It was sold out, but then I looked at the price and it was like $350, and I was like, wow, it's clearly arm knit. I could make that in like half an hour, and I'm about to. This was like an $8 ball of yarn, so you definitely don't have to pay $350. I wear this all the time, so you can see it has like price tags and crap for work on it. I need to take it off. Yeah, that's kind of nice. But yeah, it's really cool because it's a pretty transformative garment. You can wear it in a lot of ways. It's just kind of like a big knitted net thing, right? And this ball of yarn. This got really tangled, so I wrapped it around this windshield wiper packaging. It's a good stick. Whatever is kind of stick is a great way to take out tangles. Like I'll just start wrapping it and untangle it and go. My cat attacked the ball of yarn, as you can probably expect. So you want to start at the end and then measure out about like a foot. And then you're gonna measure out like 4 of those to make the tail. So take the length and then double it up 4 times. So you've got about 4 feet over here, and that's the tail. So what you want to do is take your tail, make a loop. You're gonna pull the tail end through the loop to make a slip knot, and that means that this is still loose while you work. This is the part that's going to be gold, and that's actually your first cast. So you do this, and then casting on is kind of it's kind of simple, but it's also a little complicated. So you're going to take the tail. You're going to hold it in your hand, like so. You can see the loop. And then through that loop, you're going to take the other end of the yarn. So you make another loop. Drop the original loop, and then pull it so that you've made a new loop. And just make sure that you keep the tail end and the working end. The working end is what's connected to your ball of yarn. Keep them separate so you don't get confused. And then you repeat the process. You take the tail, wrap it around your head, pull the working yarn through, make a new loop, pull it tight. Not too tight because you want to be able to get this off your hand blade. I would also recommend, if you have any bracelets or watches or rings, take them off before you start. You don't want to get tangled up in it. It's self-explanatory. So you just keep going. And for this kind of sort of cowl, I would recommend casting on about 10 or 11 stitches. I've done bigger ones before, and then they just kind of drag on the floor. So for the size that you want a cowl to be, this is good. So just keep going.
Walk until you found.
This keeps me from having a loose ball of yarn that can get tangled very easily. So I have 10 stitches now. From this point, we can start actually knitting. So you're going to take that tail, just kind of tie it off, because you don't want that to come loose. So I actually tie it to the working yarn as well. I just tie a knot, basically, a double knot. Okay, so that's tied off. Cut off the tail end, that is too long. You can probably measure this next time. I usually like to have more than less because you don't want to get stuck with not enough tail. So you have all that, and you won't be using the tail anymore at all, so don't worry about it. So you're gonna take this, it's on your right hand. I'm left-handed, but I still like to do it on my right. It doesn't really matter because you're gonna see once you start knitting, it's gonna end up in your hand. Wrap it around my hand. So you wrap it around your thumb and then close your fist over it. So you're grabbing the working end. This is the only end you're working with. Then you pull the first cast over your hand. Turn it around so you've made a little twist, and then take this new loop, put over your head. See, there's kind of a knit over here, and then you just keep going. So it's already got a pretty nice knit to it. You can see where it's a little uneven, but I don't really mind. Those can be So again, I'm just going to keep going. I still have a ton of yarn to go. I have very little yarn left. So now I'm going to get some. You're going to pull this first stitch over your hand and drop it. Take that loop, and then you knit another stitch, put it over your hand. You're going to take the first stitch, pull it over your hand, and drop it. Keep the tail end working in your hand. Knit another stitch. And then just keep repeating this until you've cast everything off. That's the last stitch. At this point, I'm going to do a little slip knot. Well, I'm just going to do a knot. So you have this last loop and you have a tail end. I'm just going to tie them together. There at the end, I have this little loop here. I'm just going to cut it all. So the tail end, this little loop. And I'm done. I don't even know how long this thing is. Okay. See, it's pretty even. Well, sort of. I made an effort this time. If you keep the distance between your hands the same the whole way through, you can make it more even. This part's great. The first one I made, like I said, I didn't know what I was doing. I wanted it to be kind of a wide knit. I made it kind of too wide. See the difference? I think this is better. And now I'll take some outfit photos and show you guys what this looks like when you wear it. And I'm I'm officially at 1 hour into this video, so it took exactly an hour. You see, comment, and I might do a few more of these. For example, I like to make my own stuff a lot. I made this necklace here by hand. I actually made the chain as well, and I wire wrapped all these beads, so I could do a tutorial on that. I can also do outfit posts and FAQs, whatever you guys want to know. Follow me on Tumblr if you guys want to see my blog. If you want to see my art portfolio, go to alizeycon.com. That's my art website. And subscribe if you like this. Thank you so much.